Okay, here we go. Making these shorts out of jeans. So the first thing you do is turn them inside out so that you can cut them. Some people fold them in half and cut them that way. I don't do that. I just measure both sides separately. So ruler, chalk or marker or pen, whatever you want. I do from the inseam, I do 3.5 inches. I mark it there on both sides. And then on the outside, from the very top of the waist down, I do about 10 inches. Then just flatten them out, obviously. So when you cut, it's straight. Move the pockets up so you don't accidentally cut those. Draw a line from one mark to the other. Doesn't matter if these lines are perfectly straight because you're gonna fray the bottom edges anyway, but obviously if you can flatten them out so that you don't get like a massive chunk somewhere that looks funky, that's better. Cool. So you can see they're gonna be shorter on the sides, longer in the middle, just like these are, longer here, and then they come up on the edges. So next thing, you can do this before or after you turn them right side out again. I'm gonna get rid of this tag, it's a weird spot. It's gonna be in the way later. So next thing is to just snip up from the bottom, do your fringe. I do like a 1/2 inch on the inside and then I get closer to a full inch on the outside. And so I'll start there. So about like that on the outside. And the inside closer to that. So pretty significant difference there. So do them about 1/4 inch apart all the way up each side and then move on. Okay, so I just finished cutting the fringe across both sides here. I turned it over. There were a couple spots that there was like a wider gap between a couple, so I added, slits on the other side just to make sure. The only other thing that I do before turning them back inside out to do all of the fraying stuff on the fronts and the back is I check the pockets, because once these fray up, it's gonna be hanging out like about 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure. These pockets are pretty long since they're men's, so I'm just gonna measure like a full inch from the bottom of it and draw a line so that then I can sew them up and cut off the extra pocket fabric. They're still gonna be plenty long, still gonna have that much of a men's pocket, just gonna lose that much of it. So, but then that's gonna make all the difference in the world once the fringe comes out. So I'll just remember to do that. So now turn them back right side out, and we're going to snip the pockets for the fringe. I like to do the front one, just go across the very top of it, just barely. Just snip off like that much of it, so that then when you wash them, you'll get the fringe right along the top of this pocket. You can also, since you don't really use this pocket, add a couple little slits across it, because those will fray nicely in the wash. Do them about, I don't know, quarter, third of an inch apart. It'll look like that. So that's that. And then you can do the back pockets too. Some people do the slits across so that the pocket frays kind of like this that I have on the front. I don't do that because I like to use both of my back pockets, but I do still slice off just a little bit of the top so there is that fraying on the top edge there. So do that one. We'll do some of that one. Cool. Aside from that, next step is the scissor slits across the front. Like I said, if you wanted to do any slits across the back pockets, you can. Just be sure you don't go all the way through so that it goes through, you know, the jeans themselves too. But for the front slits, again, you wanna make sure you pull the pockets out of the way so that you're not cutting the pockets. And then usually just do like, I don't know, maybe 4 slices across the front, again, about quarter inch apart from each other. You can use scissors for this. It's faster for me to use my little rotary blade. So I'm gonna do that. So just slip in my little thing under there. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do one more of that side. Nice and extra fringe. Since we have the fringe on this pocket, I'll do less cuts on this side. So again, make sure you're not gonna get the pocket. Do 1, 2. There we go. So now I've got some slits on this side, and I've got a few extra on this side. That's pretty much all you have to do. Wash them 2 times on a full spin cycle so that the fringe really gets going, and then dry them. If you need to wash them again to get the fringe really good, you can. I will go ahead and wash these, dry them, and send you a picture of finished product with this video.